Last summer, my lady and I took a little vacation up to Northern California, right on the Russian River. After having one of the 11 beers I would demolish that night, I ran into a couple, and let's just call them Peter and Paula. Peter and Paula were your typical San Franciscan Caucasians, okay? One worked in finance, the other worked in tech. Really boring people. When we mentioned that we lived in LA, Paula almost popped a blood vessel. Do you go to Erewhon? We're big grocery store people. Big grocery store people. I imagine that's what you say to somebody after you show them a clip of you winning a pickleball tournament. Big grocery store people. I've never heard that before. I didn't know you could be a big grocery store person. That's like saying I'm a big laundromat guy, or I'm a huge notary bitch. I gotta let you know. But believe it or not, grocery store people are propagating up all across this beautiful country of ours. We all know Erewhon, but now there's Meadow Lane and Happier Grocer in New York City. These are mainly focused in areas like New York or LA, where the average person can justify having a $22 smoothie. But for the average Gen Z, somebody who's maybe saving up for a big purchase like rent or going to the dentist, how can you justify it? Why are we falling for this shit? At what point does it not make sense to have a $22 smoothie? Or maybe chicken nuggets that are $32? Or goddamn tin fish? What is up with tin fish? All right? When did everybody start eating tin fish? I don't understand. When have you ever had tin fish? Today, we find out why luxury grocery stores are tricking Gen Z. Welcome, folks, to Bad Ideas with Alec Flynn. Welcome to Bad Ideas with Big Al. Now, this is a video essay series that does not rely on any sort of AI for its researching, okay? I'm just a guy that likes to read a lot and tell you what the fuck is up. Before we dive into the meat and potatoes of what these stores represent, I want you all to understand the type of economy we're living in. Folks, we are participating in a K-shaped economy in this year of our Lord 2026. K, which stands for everything's so expensive, I'm going to kill myself. Folks, it's a picture of two economies. In the first, consumer sentiment sinks to a record low as staple goods grow increasingly unaffordable. Even cheap items like fast food start feeling like luxury buys for many households. And in the second, high-ticket discretionary goods are flying off the shelves as asset-based wealth and stock markets, real estate, even art and collectibles surge to record highs. Okay, folks, we got the haves up here and the have-nots down here. The defining feature of a K-shaped economy is simultaneous growth and decline. Wages are stagnant, purchasing power decreased, but asset-based wealth continues to grow as the top 1 to 2% of income drive economic spending. We're seeing now that more companies are realizing they can make more money targeting the upper class. They're spending the most. Therefore, let's create luxury products that are going to be big purchases that they don't mind spending on. Let's take a look at this graph, shall we? This is from Fred right here. Not Fred, the guy from YouTube. I know what you're thinking. Remember that guy? But we have right here, the stock market continues to rally right up top. Meanwhile, consumer sentiment wanes. These are the two X and Y axis, and we have a K right there. You know what I've always thought was interesting? How the K can also be silent. Words are funny, aren't they? Well, Alec, how does this relate to the rise of luxury grocery stores? Well, according to Michael Kramer, the CEO of Adagio Teas, I mean, that guy loves to wear a leather sandal. You know what I'm talking about? A guy that likes to tell you, oh yeah, well, you know, Burning Man is just too commercialized now. Luxury grocery stores will remain popular as long as K-shaped economy persists and wealth continues to flow disproportionately to the top of the ladder. It's widely reported that the top 10% of U.S. households account for about half of overall consumer spending. So it makes sense for retailers to create products for this small but very affluent cohort. It makes sense, right? I mean, kind of. I don't know. I mean, you would think this wouldn't be enough to buoy all of their sales, right? Who's still buying the $22 smoothie? It's you. You're broke ass. Why? Because going to a luxury grocery store is now being positioned as an experience. And what do Gen Z and millennials love to do? Spend money in the experience economy. Why? So they can shove it in your face on social media. You got girls all over your feed just being like, okay, come with me to try the viral coffee enema from Erewhon in my car before this date. It's disgusting and wrong. And I believe this experience economy goes hand in hand with what we in the economics game call the lipstick effect. The lipstick effect is the economic theory that when times are tough, people still splurge on small luxuries, i.e., lipstick, nail polish, fishnets, wigs, kitten heels, fake breasts, penis tape. This is an economics show, folks. Bite-sized luxury makes status signaling and quick dopamine hits more financially feasible for the everyday person, especially in the midst of an economic downturn. And folks, don't be shocked by anything. We are in the middle of an economic downturn. But if we can still act like, hey, I got it all together, fuck, I don't know if my rent's gonna be paid off. Might as well get some fat-free ice cream and house it in my apartment while I try and figure out what I can sell on Facebook Marketplace. Fat-free, gluten-free, non-GMO. If there's one thing a luxury grocery store is going to promote, it's health and wellness. Health, I understand, but wellness, such an obscure term. That's everything from mouth tape to not vaccinating your kids to sunning your perineum. Perineum is butthole. You're writing that down? That's another key word. Perineum.
Butthole. Yes.
And that's what these places sell you on. The vague sense that their juices, their produce, their jarred bone broth is somehow a healthier product than what you might be getting at any other grocery store. And I'm here to tell you, buddy, it's a fucking chocolate smoothie. It's not that much better. It's health as branding. From the Pop Finance Report Substack titled, When Groceries Become Luxury Goods, groceries as luxury goods are a reflection of how uneasy we feel about both our financial and physical futures. Key word here, futures. If the economy feels unstable, if healthcare feels inaccessible, if our food supply feels untrustworthy, then the logical move, at least on an individual level, is to try and buy safety here, to invest in wellness through curated groceries. This is from Mackenzie Mack and Karen Cole on Substack. That is crazy. Curated groceries. Groceries, folks. Stuff like produce, all these things you can get at a regular grocery store or maybe even an ethnic grocery store. So I feel like they're tricking us with the idea of health and wellness foods, but I also think there's a matter of luxury that comes involved with it. Because we can go on social media and we could say, we experienced health and we experienced wealth. Okay? Why are we so eager to experience wealth when it comes to food? Don't you want food experiences that are unique, maybe like a little ethnic, challenging for your taste buds, stuff that makes you think, who farted on this and why do I need to eat 5 more? No, you don't. I'm talking to you, the person watching this video. You don't want to be challenged. Let's talk about what these luxury grocery stores are actually selling, shall we? Adult Lunchable trays, where none of the stuff touches the other stuff. What about the toothless ethnic pantry scent? Or what about the toothless ethnic pantry staples? Or the undercooked chicken nuggets? I call it the butter noodleification of taste. Butter noodles, look at this. This is the average person telling me that they're a grocery store person, that you're grocery store people because you got your little butter noodles right there. It makes me sick. Let's look at the example of Meadow Lane, shall we? Meadow Lane is a luxury grocery store that was started a mere 6 months ago in Tribeca, the neighborhood in New York City. Owned and operated by this guy, Sammy Neusdorf. He's the son of a billionaire pharmaceutical distributor. A New York City party kid, he started in venture capital after graduating from NYU in 2019. Nepotism awarded me the privilege to be in this position, but the money that opened Meadow Lane is money I made in VC. He took a pause. A lot of people didn't believe it. Did you believe it, Luis?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it might not be his venture capital, but like...
It's venture capital nonetheless.
Yeah, it's his dad's for sure.
For sure, it's somebody's.
Yeah, and what's daddy's is mine.
After moving to LA to become a florist, he found himself in Erewhon quite a bit, which made the idea to create a luxury grocery store sort of a pet project for him. On the third day of Meadow Lane's opening, the store went super viral for putting out raw chicken in their chicken nuggets, which led me to ask the question, why the fuck would you get chicken nuggets from a luxury grocery store? Everybody knows the best chicken products at the hot bar are the ones at Ralph's or a Kroger brand. I mean, come on. You know these bad boys are gonna make you sick, but in a good way. Like in a way where you're like, I ate too many of them and that's why I'm sick. Not like they're undercooked. There's nothing particularly outrageous or different about how Meadow Lane operates. It's very similar like an Erewhon or any one of these luxury grocery stores. But what I think our boy Sammy here personifies is the butter noodleification of taste. Look at this restaurant. Look at this. There's teak wood everywhere. Oh, very nice taupe brown going on. It's all very set up. Look at the chicken nuggets set up right here. Look at this. Wow. Whoa, yeah. You know that was definitely an AI design right there. Know what I'm talking about? It's all very safe. Everything is... Look, it looks like no one even touched this. This is all set up like very nice. You know, there's no... And it's like design specifications that do not challenge. It's foods that do not challenge. And it's branding that says, have some mac and cheese. It's good for you. Well, it's $30, so I hope it's good for you. And inside all these stores, what I think pisses me off the most is you're gonna find ethnic foods that are just butter noodleified. You know, you're gonna take sriracha or olive oil, and you're gonna just make it into these big bubble lettered stuff and branding that's really easy to understand. But look at this shit. The fishwife to tin fish. Look, I got nothing. Why is everyone doing tin fish, huh? Everyone comes after me for eating fish out of the LA River, huh? Bite me. I have scabies. I just feel like when we platform and we post about these luxury grocery stores, we disregard the ethnic grocery stores in our community that give us these unbelievable flavors at regular prices. Go to H Mart, okay? You're not gonna see kimchi like this that was made out of a fucking venture capital lab, okay? You're gonna see kimchi that looks like this. You know what this translates to? Fuck Japan. This is my teacher assistant. This is Luis, everybody. Luis Galilei.
What's up?
Go to the Italian deli, okay? You're gonna see olive oil, and you know who's gonna be on it? Mussolini.
Authentic.
Go to the carniceria and ask for a couple free-range chicken breasts. You know what they're gonna say? They're gonna look at you and go, which one of the three running around do you want us to kill on the spot?
And who's free and who's range? I don't know them, Papa. Who's that?
Ethnic grocery stores are actual culinary experiences that don't make you feel all warm and bubbly inside, unless you're making kimchi jjigae. Now, I brought on Luis here because I want Luis to talk about what the disregard for an ethnic grocery store really does to a community. Luis is a prominent organizer of Latino events here in the West LA, like Mercado, right? Mid-City Mercado, and his own comedy show, Comedy a la Pancha. Luis, would you like to come up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I come up there with you?
Yeah, I gotta take a smoke break.
Hell yeah. Okay. So I just go off on this?
Just kind of go off if you'd like.
Okay. And I can draw and stuff?
You can draw.
Holy shit. Okay.
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
All right. So I'm going to take over for a little bit. I'm your substitute teacher. We're all going to be running laps today. We're going to treat class as PE. If you've ever bought something from Erewhon, 4 laps around the classroom. If you've ever bought something from your local Latino, Asian, and/or ethnic market, you can actually take a nap. And remember, rest is resistance in this capitalistic hellhole. What happens to the carniceria when you shop at a place like Erewhon? I mean, I guess it's like the difference between like virtue signaling and actually like supporting a community, right? Because if you go to Erewhon, right? Okay, boom, I'm drawing. This is Erewhon, E. And this is ethnic store E, right? You can tell the difference between them at all. One day AI will do this for me. And by AI, I mean the Latino man named AI after we start naming them. When you shop at Erewhon, you're not getting the cultural significance that you would from actually going to the carniceria or the Vallarta or whatever other grocery store you may have. They are making these salsas in-house. They are making these pre-marinated chickens, pre-marinated meats in-house for you to come and purchase. And you can also see the other side of what this big misinformation is around certain cultures. Come to our supermarkets. Like people love to read. People that shop at Erewhon love to take headlines for what they are, right? They would rather, you actually are partaking in the division when grocery stores across a lot of other countries are places where we all have to go. So if we start to separate luxury from ethnic, then the division will only get much larger, and you're not getting the food that you think you are. It hasn't passed through the hands that it's supposed to. So I wouldn't say if you're going to Erewhon, you're not supporting the other one because the consumers are different. But I would say is you're supporting the concept that you don't need the actual culture to produce the cultural food. So if that's a statement that you say yes to, then you're not really for equality or diversity or even education around other people's culture, because you're like, I'd rather consume the green sauce that was made at Erewhon that is $10 for 2 ounces than get the one that was at Vallarta or the other Latino supermarkets that was actually touched and curated by the culture that is supposed to do it. If you get a Mexican carne asada at the Meadow Lane with the wooden shelves that was definitely put up by immigrants, and not consume that immigrant's actual culture, you're kind of just being like, all right, money buys me the experience so that I don't have to touch these nasty people. Hold on, is that who you are? Yes. Is that who you are? You're kind of like, all right, luxury grocery stores, shredded chicken, barely any salt. Ethnic, chicken tinga. Shredded chicken but with some flavor on. And you get to be with us. And then you notice, oh my God, they're not all criminals. I was there for a little bit. I think I traumatized some of your class.
That's okay. Yeah, they're used to that. The other day I showed up really drunk.
Hell yeah.
I just started being like, you think you're fucking better than me? You think you're better than me? Anyway, folks, well, the ethnic grocery store, I would say, is very much thriving in this country as well. There's more H-Marts opening, more ranchos, It feels like this brand of luxury grocery store is snaring up the young Gen Zers because of their While the ethnic grocery store is thriving in this country, and I hope more people go to check out like Rancho, H-Mart, all these different places, I feel as though this brand of luxury supermarket is snagging up the young Gen Z because of their butter noodle sensibilities. You got to just branch out. You gotta try new shit. You gotta go to new places, okay? I understand it's a really hard world out there and you got no money in your bank account, okay? But you'd have more and you'd eat better if you went somewhere that cared about you, okay? Somewhere that needed your help, okay? At Erewhon, they would spit in your fucking forehead. In your forehead. They would be so hard that it would create an indent and you'd look like that guy from what is that? What was that show? The Departed.
When he got shot.
Yeah, when he got shot.
Spit headshot. That sounds kind of crazy. Let me pitch it to the kids real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Kids, everything is content nowadays for y'all. The content will be better at the local supermarket, at the local ethnic market. Sometimes there may be a language barrier. Great for content, great for empathy. Sometimes you're gonna taste foods that you actually don't know the name of, and you actually have to use your palate to determine whether you like it or not. That's content. That's authentic reaction. At Erewhon, everything will taste like styrofoam. Thank you.
From all of us here at Bad Ideas, we want to thank you for watching today. And if you'd like to come see me live, I'll be on the road touring all the time. The best way to know when I'm going to be coming to your city is to hit the link below and sign up for the mailing list. That being said, we really hope that you take the time to patronize the grocery stores in your community that maybe need a little bit more of your help, okay? Branch out a little bit. Don't get suckered in by these fucking evil VC vampires. Luis, anything you want to say?
If you shop at these places because you are looking for quality and status, ask yourself if that's really who you want to be. And also, quality, why do you deserve quality over the working class?
That's exactly right. Luis, thank you for joining the class today.
Thank you.
From all of us here at TMG Studios, we'll see you next week. My girlfriend found a dog, and we gotta find a place. We gotta find someone. I gotta get back home. We got a dog now.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm pissed.
You could just drop them in East LA.
All right, Bob.
All right. I'm gonna hang back. I like being in the classroom.